Anyway, members and friends, hold on a second here. Let's see if we can fix this up a bit. As you can see, I'm doing the boxes. I don't know why I'm doing the boxes, but I'm doing the boxes. Sitting here in my kitchen with a plastic bag in a basket. Sanding these boxes. Asking myself, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with these social workers? What's wrong with these lawyers and these judges? And what's wrong with this government? And what's wrong with this foster caregiver that has my grandson? You know. Cat didn't knock down the tripod yet. I just want you guys to see that I'm really trying to make an attempt here. I have to take off the surface a little bit before I paint them, right? I have to do all the work, right? It's kind of hard to do this kind of stuff, though, you know, on top of everything else that I do in a day. But I realize that if I don't make the attempt, it's never going to get done, because people, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with our society, but there's definitely more takers than there are givers. You know. But these collection boxes might get a few dollars here and there, if and when I get them out in the community. Right. Just getting kind of tired of it all, though. No. This is mild compared to a lot of stuff I've done because of this nonprofit. My heart's broken, so, you know, it's kind of hard to feel good about anything. I don't know why we have to wait for another trial just to get to the heart of the matter. I don't know why I'm doing this. I suppose because if I don't, well, we've seen what happened to that last batch that got ruined out on my porch. They just ended up in the garbage. And I've asked, like, I've offered to pay people to make these things for me. Like 4 people already. I'm waiting. And then, I don't know. Sometimes I just think people want you to fail. You know. Not the kids, though. Kids are good. But the adults, they're too bent on competition. They're standing around just watching, waiting for a handout. Throw rocks at you. Call your names. Call the police on you. Accuse you of stealing your own money. I won't have anyone to go collect the money, right? So next thing you know, they'll be accusing me of stealing the money. They won't help make the money. They won't help pay for the box. I paid for the box. I paid for the sandpaper. I paid for the paint. You know, I paid for all the little locky things. I'll pay for the gas to go drop them off. I'll pay for the paper to make flyers. You know. I'll make the website as best as I can to correlate with, you know, with the boxes, right? And then I'll probably have to go pick up the money and count the money and ledger the money and put the money in the bank, and then people will start accusing me of stealing the money. In the meantime, I'm working and doing all this for free. You know, well, I've got some kind of human beings, more than one, you know, running around trying to find every which way under heaven and hell to sink me, right? Destroy my life, destroy my children's self-esteem. I guess my little grandson doesn't deserve to be a part of this, right? What these people say and what these people do, what their mandate says and what they actually do, they don't like to be called out on it either, you know. And then they start treating you even worse. And more games, more hurt. They thrive off the negative energy. They would prefer I wasn't doing this, because then it would be negative. But they know I feel like crap inside, so with that they're satisfied. As long as I feel like crap, and my kids feel like crap, everybody in the house feels like crap, they're satisfied. Because if they weren't, this stuff would end. I mean, like, end. I don't need dragonflies breathing down my neck. Trying to get their false confessions. Just so that, you know, they can cover up their trail. Anyway, I just wanted you to see what I'm doing. Bag full of shit. I'm just breathing this crap in. If I had hair, it'd be all going into my hair right now. Just another one of those. Just another one of those. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Here, I'll bring it a little closer. Just another one of those things. Where is it? That I come into contact with no thanks. But I had some police come to my house last night. 2 of them. They were looking for a young lady, a teenager, 18 years old. You know, obviously she's stressing out her parents, right? Running around acting like an idiot. And she happens to know my daughter. Actually, she happens to know all my kids because she lived in a building where I used to live. And anyway, I let them come in and, you know, go through my house. And, you know, so in all the years, like, honest to God, I'll say it again, when my daughter was in her troubled days, worse than she is now, like as a teenager. I mean, it's a different kind of trouble now. It's just as bad, but she's not a teenager today, right? But when she was a teenager, and even today, they're keeping an eye on her, you know. They try and mentor her. You know, they realize that she's changed since Andre's been gone. They ask her, what happened? Why are you like this? You used to be so, you were doing so good. So anyway, I thank them, you know? I thank them for still keeping an eye on my daughter and watching out for those teenagers, right? Because they need them, you know, they need the police keeping an eye on them. There's not too many people out there keeping an eye on these kids. And anyway, I don't know, something was said there. And I'm like, yeah, even a little bit helps. And the one officer said, yep, you know, we try what we can to do, even if it's just a little bit. Well, as I'm sanding these boxes, that's what I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to leave it on that note. Because trust me, it is very, very, very extremely hard doing this when you're defeated. Or at least when you feel defeated. So, for those fellas that came to my house last night, after I get these things out in the community, and I go through all the bullshit that it requires just to push the envelope, well, some of that ching ching is going to be in there. It's just going to be a little bit, right? But I hope it goes to you guys on a provincial level or district, however, doesn't matter, or both, to help with the kids and the vulnerable people that really need it, right? That's my way of saying thank you. So that's what's kind of keeping me going right now. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll turn off this video first and I'm gonna upload this.